guys, Gemma here and back again for another video. Happy Monday if you're watching this on launch day. And in fact, before we drill down into the content of this video, which is talking about whether or not Black Ops 4 is actually worth it, because believe it or not, I have been asked so much, so I'm going to tell you my inner thoughts. But I have something to say. I'm even going to change the filter in the edit to signify that this is a special announcement and doesn't pertain to the title of the video. So, obviously been doing YouTube for quite some time, and some of you may have been on my stream and you may have seen the green join button in a stream. Now if you join somebody's channel you get a badge, like for example mine is a 24 badge as seen here. People have that next to their name in stream. You can now have that in videos, as well as access to the custom channel emojis which I made on Bitmoji, then just put them into PNG format. If you want to join this channel, it is paid, so you know, you don't have to kind of do this. I'm just putting it out there because I'm going to completely delete my Patreon, focus specifically on this platform. And for those of you that want to level up, there will be a link in the description that'll take you to this page that will explain a lot more, and it will show you the badge. And the longer you stay, you know, leveled up for, joined, sponsored, whatever, your badge colour will change to signify how long you've been supporting any content creator that has this feature. It's not just my channel, this is other channels as well. Bigger channels, not I think, because sometimes they've got that kind of monetization thing going as well, where some channels can't be monetized. But this is now available, so not only is it in streams, but it is also in normal videos. We'll be doing some allocated time for sponsor-only chat modes in streams as well. I'll be doing all kinds of stuff, and I'm really excited to develop it. And obviously the more sponsors I can get, the more emojis I can add, I can be more flexible, but I'm going to be led by you. So let's snap the filter back. There's the announcement. First link in the description if you're interested. If you're not, you can always sub for free and enjoy hours upon hours of free content. So, down to the content then. Black Ops 4. In fact, what I'll do, let's just put it here. Black Ops 4. For the past, right, backtracking even more, you guys know I'm a COD girl. I love Call of Duty. I've been with it since the beginning, and I've always played it online. It's one of my favourite games to play online. It's one of my favourite series to stream because it taps in to that selfish bitch part of me, which is immediate gratification. You can play a 10-minute round, get loads of kills, and it feels really, really intrinsically rewarding. Some of you guys have streamed, I have tuned into my stream. If you haven't, listen in. This puppy has divided opinions within the gaming world, and the reason it's divided opinions is because there's no single player campaign. This is the only Call of Duty that has lacked a single player campaign and focused specifically on multiplayer. Another thing that Black Ops 4 has done is introduced Blackout, which is the Battle Royale mode, which is the genre that has taken the gaming community by storm over the last 18 months, kicking it off with, you know, way back when with PC like H1Z1, PUBG got big, then Fortnite came out, you know, Blackout. A lot of people were sceptical when this was announced at E3. People were actually incredibly pissed off, me included. I was like, oh god, no, more Battle Royale, seriously? So on here you get a choice to play Blackout, the multiplayer modes like Team Deathmatch, Kill Confirmed, and Zombies. And people say no, not paying full price because there's no campaign. Are you missing out? That is the question. Now, as a non-campaign player of Call of Duty, I would like to say that I don't believe you are missing out. But if you are a campaign player of Call of Duty, I still personally feel that you should give this a go. Even at the very, very least, borrow it from somebody. If you don't want to pay for it, borrow it. Because I will say, even if you played the beta and you didn't like the beta, having played this now, it feels there's so much more polish to it in terms of sound, visuals. There's like additional little extras. For example, I know on one of the maps, I've completely forgotten the names, I'm still getting used to the game, but when you start the games, loads of monkeys now kind of scurry. Didn't notice that in the beta. There's little things that really do feel refined, and I think specifically with Blackout, it actually looks a ton better than what it did in the beta. It is buttery smooth. I haven't had any issues getting on servers. I haven't had, well, in fact I've had one crash. I did have a crash on stream. I don't know if it's like one of my older models on my PlayStation 4 or if it was this. But so far, you you know, I'm struggling to kind of say no, don't buy it, if I'm brutally honest. Now, if you have been a campaign Call of Duty player in the past and you've jumped onto multiplayer and you've enjoyed the likes of TDM, you've enjoyed the likes of Kill Confirmed, you're going to be really enjoying this. I was massively put off by the futuristic element of it, but as we know, there's no thrust jump. You've got the kind of slide along the floor action, which is not very kind of, you know, academically explained. But it's nice. It's not overly futuristic, you know. I was kind of worried we'd be going into the bullshit spaceships and things like that, and I hope they don't add any of that with like DLC, you know, because I think World War II went off on a bit of a tangent towards, you know, the back end of its lifespan. I hope that they keep their kind of boots on the ground, so to speak. I hope everything just kind of stays simple. It feels reasonably simple. You can't open a class, you can't customize a class in multiplayer until you're level 4, so the game really does kind of get you to play through some rounds, get used to the controls, and then at level 4 you can start to develop your own classes, weapons, attachments, you know, optics, like absolutely everything, perks included. Score streaks are available, well, to kind of look at from the get-go. You can't even look in the class, like in the class node section, sorry, it's completely locked off. And I think for the first time in a very long time, professionals all the way through to hobbyist gamers at every stage of the way have been really excited for Call of Duty. I for one follow Optic Gaming, just as a little side note, on competitive Call of Duty team, and they were so pumped. The players were so pumped, other teams were so pumped for it, and not just for the multiplayer but Blackout as well, which we're going to come to. So I think if you've been a fan of Call of Duty in the past, try not to kind of be so narrow-minded and say no to it because it has no campaign. Jump on it, or at the very least, if you don't want to buy it, like I said, you maybe have the facility to rent it from somewhere, you may have the facility to borrow it, but for me personally, I'm absolutely loving it so far. Now, if you're not a fan of multiplayer, and just as a disclaimer, I haven't played zombies, so I cannot comment on zombies, so I apologise for that. No, if you don't want to play multiplayer, you've got Blackout. So Blackout is the Battle Royale mode. So far there's one map. The map is pretty darn huge, and it does encapsulate some of the best maps like Raid and Nuketown from past Call of Duty games. They've kind of really nicely and organically incorporated them into the map. We know, I don't need to explain what Battle Royale mode is and where have you been living for the last 18 months if you don't already know. But again, it's really smooth. You think back to PUBG in early access, for example, just in early access, it was so glitchy on the PC. There were so many bugs, you couldn't even vault. And then, you know, when version 1.0 came out, it was the exact same thing. Server issues, cheaters, absolutely, it was kind of riddled with problems. So far, so good with Blackout. I know it's only been out a couple of days, but still with PUBG, you were still having those really premature issues with things that I just listed there after it was released. So, as with, say for example, Battlegrounds, you play solos, you can play duos, you can play quads, it's called quads in Blackout. My favourite mode is definitely duos. We did get a squad win, shout out to Mr. Bacon and Egg, Bakes we call him. He is a god. If you happen to see him on stream and he's in our team, you guys know you're in for an absolute ride. I would strongly urge you to come over to live streams and get involved with us all over there because we have such a good laugh. It is so much fun, and Bacon, you're an absolute god at COD, honestly. In fact, all games. I met him on H1Z1 and he was amazing then. But you know, I think the Battle Royale, it was becoming, like, genre was becoming oversaturated. It really was. I've seen Battle Royale games come and go, and I think now this is actually, you know, as a mode, is a bit more of a positive stance on Battle Royale, and I'd like to think of Blackout, Fortnite and possibly PUBG as the three main ones. If all the others went to shit, it wouldn't bother me. I don't want to play PUBG anymore. I'm not bothered about Fortnite. I really tried to stream it the other week. I really started to enjoy it, then I didn't again. But Blackout, I can see myself playing it as it goes on. Now, what would you like to see from Blackout? Would you like to see the map evolve? Would you like to see the map expand? Or would you like to leave the map as it is and see brand new maps? For me personally, I'd like to see brand new maps. I know that a lot of stuff's been teased, like new things are going to be added and taken away like they are on Fortnite, but who knows? I think the possibilities are endless, and I think genuinely from my heart of hearts, if you're considering buying Black Ops 4, and I'm not paid to say this, I'm not sponsored at all, do it. Like seriously, if you're on that fence, if you're a 50-50, yeah, if you're a definite no, maybe this video will bring you more towards yes, but if you're right on the fence, should I, shouldn't I, definitely give it a go. And I apologise if you don't like it, but I'm loving it. It's surpassed my expectations. We'll see how it continues to grow. And by the way, I believe on multiplayer you start with 14 maps. So compare that to World War II release of 9, 14 maps, and the maps are freaking awesome. So, possibly roll a little bit of footage now. If the footage is in, then great. Just some stream highlights. But for now, guys, what I would like from you is to share your comments, your thoughts, your feelings in the comment section below. Definitely hit that sub button, hit that like button, and please hit that share button. And like I said at the beginning, if you want to level up, then hit the first link in the description. It will take you to this page, and then you can visually see different perks that you're going to be getting here on videos and on streams. I'm going to leave it there. Guys, I hope you have a great day. My name is Gemma. Take care. See you soon.